Hey everybody, Jason Burmis here. And this one's going to be a pretty short one, but it illustrates so many different things that we've highlighted on this channel and really throughout my professional career. And unfortunately, it is a subject that I wish we didn't have to talk about so frequently. And quite frankly, I haven't covered enough in the recent months because of the COVID-1984 nightmare that we've all been living under and the fast pace at which developments surrounding that, both here and abroad, have been. However, there's a new story out there via a lawsuit that is claiming that SNL was having these after parties, and this is key, where underage girls were coming, and when I say underage, we're talking about 15, 16-year-olds, being served alcohol. Everybody knew about it, and that Horatio Sands actually ended up grooming at least one of these girls that's now presenting this lawsuit and having sex with her when she was 16 years old. And I assure you, in New York, that is illegal. You know, I love how people try to play semantical games with this. Now, number one, it's 21 to drink. Number two, this isn't a college party where we're talking, 18 years and older and, you're the older person at 22, 24 years old. Okay, that's not what this is. This is one of the highest levels of entertainment. Okay, you have to understand, with Lorne Michaels, you're talking about a lot more than SNL. And these things are supposed to, I believe, begin occurring in 2000. And one of the key points that the media is downplaying through all their manufactured outrage nonsense is the fact that Jimmy Fallon is specifically named as knowing about all of this going on and emailing this underage girl via a NBC email address. Okay? And all these things are very important because it shows you the culture that accepts this. You remember earlier this month, we covered Mina Savari and the fact that you had a young girl who had already been sexually abused, right? I believe it was either at 12 years old or in her early teens, but I'm pretty sure it was 12, come into Hollywood and then continually be sexually abused as she's a teenager, including by her manager when she's 16. And all of these things are accepted in Hollywood, in the entertainment industry, in places like, yes, SNL. Okay? So we're going to go over all this evidence. I want to give a big shout out to An Open Secret because they're the ones that really highlighted all of this by showing the different parts of the lawsuit in their thread. That's where we're going to go for this information. But before we get to all of it, I do want to remind everybody, let's thumbs it up. We got less than 100 people watching, 4 minutes deep into a video. Again, we only have almost 63,000 subscribers. They're only subscribing me to like MedCram and turning on like notifications, things I've never subscribed to. Meanwhile, a lot of the Burmis Brigade gets unsubscribed here. Oh yeah, and we have to censor a bunch of information and constantly go to a platform that empowers us through free speech. That would be Rockfin. So make the free Rockfin account. Let's try to get to 31,000 today. Go over there. There's a ton of exclusive free content. You want to support the broadcast, premium membership, endorse Jason Burmis, you get everybody's premium content. And now if you get a year-long membership, they knock $20 off. It's $99.99. Bam. Bam. Otherwise, it's $10 a month and you get everybody. And so many more people in the independent journalist field are coming over to Rockfin, and quite frankly, I love it. Guys, sorry. This is the MedCram thing, by the way, that they subscribe me to, when clearly that's not something I wanted. I do want to remind everybody, I am a documentary film maker, and now we do have Invisible Empire pinned over at Rockfin. But Loose Change, Final Cut, Fabled Enemies, Invisible Empire, A New World Order Defined, and Shade the Motion Picture are all available for free right here, right now, in the playlist section. They've already age-restricted 21 plus of my videos. Again, I haven't even checked my inbox today. We did that video yesterday. It's important to understand right now, history is being rewritten, and this Hollywood entertainment industry is being used to enslave your mind while children are abused. Right, Bryan Singer? Right, Kevin Spacey? Hey, comrades? So, Odyssey, thank you for backing me up. We got the links to the GoFundMe down below. Let's get into it. So, again, across the board, what you're going to see is the accusation of Horatio Sanz. And what's buried is the fact that you notice, oh, Fallon's here too. Oh, not many of the headlines are calling out Fallon. So, former Saturday Night Live cast member Horatio Sanz has been accused of grooming and sexually assaulting a teenage girl in the early 2000s in a new lawsuit filed Thursday by a now adult accuser. So, between 1999 and 2002, okay, she ran a Fallon fan site. Oh, okay. She also lists NBC, Saturday Night Live, and 20 unnamed SNL cast and crew members as defendants. As, again, all of them knew. Soon after launching the Fallon website, Fallon and Sanz emailed Jane Doe from an NBC account in January 2000, which began Sanz's process of grooming her. The lawsuit claims in October 2000, the plaintiff attended an SNL taping. Meeting Sanz for the first time, the actor was flirtatious and physically affectionate with a then 15-year-old kissing her cheek and putting his hands on her waist. And then again at another taping. So here's the after party part. Okay. Again, this is actually, I believe, Rolling Stone, Yahoo picked it up. They do a pretty good job here of going over it, but it's never going to make the headline. Okay? It's a big deal. Because again, this shows a culture. I mean, think about what happened to Bella Thorne. You know, that documented case of a Disney kid just being abused. The fact that Dan Schneider has never been criminally charged with anything at all, right? And there's so much information out there about Schneider's Bakery, okay? Yeah, they tried to give Singer Red Sonja. My God. So in May of 2001, Jane Doe was permitted to entry to attend an SNL after party where she witnessed drinking alcohol, even though SNL attendees knew or should have known she was underage. No kidding. Let's see. It says the lawsuit doesn't make it clear whether she was invited or served alcohol by Sanz. So let's get to the real deal here. And again, props to An Open Secret. If you haven't seen An Open Secret, it's out there for free. It's a must-watch to try to explain this stuff, okay? So here we go. 16-year-old girls to after parties, right? On or around May 12th, 2001, was permitted to entry to attend a Saturday Night Live after party. Sanz, along with other SNL cast members, saw her drinking alcohol at a time that they should have known. Defendant Sanz joked, "Is that the fan? It's the fan. A fan drinking at the party." And further was aware or should have been aware that she was underage. This is saying she was 16 and danced. Sanz came over, was drinking alcohol with her. Okay. The next week was again permitted at the after parties. Again. Let's see. She says defendant Sanz was sitting on a couch telling stories to a group of 6 to 10 people, including NBC employees, when defendant Sanz signed plaintiff over and guided her to sit on his lap with his legs positioned between his legs and his arm around her hips. I mean, again, do I really have to read this? So by the second party, and they're all drinking, you know, he's got a 16-year-old girl on his lap. I mean, what do you say to that? You just ignore that? Okay. So let's see. This is where this is the alcohol drinking, right? communicating through AOL Messenger. Okay? And again, props to them for putting all this stuff out. And it wasn't a one-time thing like we said, right? There's Jimmy Fallon having calamari with the plaintiff, right? While she's having a Budweiser in the VIP. Now we're in November of 2001. Okay? Think about it. It's all right here. And look, man, I'm not saying that Jimmy Fallon sexually assaulted this girl. I want to make that extremely clear. I'm saying this breeds a culture of abuse of kids. And I'm sorry if you're an adult and you're on a highly successful television show. You don't need to be preying on children. You don't need to be preying on children under any circumstances. But, the idea is, I can already see it. People trying to say, well, he's not an attractive guy and he's overweight. No, listen, these are kids. Like, can you imagine not even having your license yet and the SNL cast wants to hang out with you? How do you think they get most of these people into the entertainment industry? We see the same thing happening in the modeling industry, the fashion industry, right? Epstein, etc. It's all there. So I just wanted to say you can go check that out at Jason Burmis. I got the whole thread down below. And again, you're going to see selective outrage. I doubt they're going to go after Fallon on this one. Thumbs the video up, subscribe, share. Rockfin. That's where the good uncensored stuff is. I love you. Thanks for joining me. See you on the flip.